Russell Westbrook seemed to have finally found his place in the NBA, and he's lucky to be part of a championship contender. After leaving the OKC Thunder in 2019, Westbrook has had a tough time securing a team that appreciates his skills. He's played for several franchises, including Houston, Washington, and Los Angeles, before being waived by the Clippers. However, the Denver Nuggets wasted no time in bringing him on board during free agency, following a request from Nikola Jokić himself. Westbrook's credentials are impressive. He's a true Hall of Famer. He's won an MVP award, been selected as an All-Star multiple times, and earned All-NBA honors repeatedly. Additionally, he's the all-time leader in triple-doubles, having averaged a triple-double more than once, an achievement he accomplished 4 times. This is why he's celebrated as one of the 75 greatest players in NBA history. While his individual accolades are significant, particularly his astounding statistics and unparalleled athleticism, they highlight his status as an all-time great. Westbrook has not experienced the same level of success as many of his contemporaries. He remains without an NBA ring and has faced challenges in regaining a position of championship contention. Since departing from the OKC Thunder in 2019, he's struggled to find a team willing to commit to him long-term, despite expressing a desire to be part of their roster. His journey has seen him have a brief but notable season with the Houston Rockets, where he and James Harden fell short against the 2020 Los Angeles Lakers. Following that, he posted impressive triple-double averages with a struggling Wizards team. However, upon joining the Lakers, he became the target of criticism whenever the team faltered. His move to the Clippers initially shifted perceptions, as he performed well as the starting point guard. Yet, with the arrival of James Harden, Westbrook's role diminished, and the team underperformed both in the regular season and playoffs. Therefore, when he was traded to Utah in the 2024 season, it was evident that he was still searching for a stable home. It's noteworthy that right after Russ was waived, one player expressed his desire to have Westbrook on his team: Nikola Jokić, a 3-time MVP and often hailed as the top player in the league. Although Jokic typically shies away from media interactions and doesn't make demands, he was quite clear in his request to the Denver Nuggets management to pursue Westbrook immediately. This openness was shocking for many, as Jokic is not known for making such requests. He usually focuses on his game and excels without drawing attention, making his appeal for the team to sign Russ a surprising twist. The Denver Nuggets have relied heavily on a 2-man game between Nikola Jokić and Jamal Murray since their championship win in 2023. The ball typically moves through Jokic, who enables his teammates to either cut to the basket or position themselves for 3-point opportunities. However, this approach struggled during the playoffs. While Jokic and Murray excelled against the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round, Murray's inconsistency against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the second round was a worry, even with Jokic dominating the opposing front line. When Murray's not performing well, the expectation is for the bench players to elevate their game, but this was not the case, as they were largely unproductive in that series. Furthermore, the Nuggets encountered difficulties in setting up their offense whenever Jokic and Murray were not on the floor. The situation took a turn for the Nuggets when Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, their key 3-and-D starter, departed as a free agent, leaving significant gaps in the roster. Denver's offseason was marked by a lack of decisive action, as this marks the second consecutive year they've lost a crucial player. Last year, it was Bruce Brown, who played a vital role in their championship success. This time, it's KCP. This may explain why Nikola Jokić finally stepped out of his usual demeanor and urged the team to acquire Russell Westbrook. He likely recognized that the Nuggets front office was too complacent, banking on the duo of Jokic and Murray to lead them back to the finals. However, with many teams around the league enhancing their lineups, the Nuggets' chances for another title run appear uncertain, especially if they remain unwilling to strengthen their current roster. When considering Westbrook's place in this scenario, it's important to acknowledge that his best days are behind him. At 36 next season, he's unlikely to regain a starting role in the league. His athleticism, which was once a defining aspect of his game, has diminished significantly. Moreover, his shooting, particularly from long range, has been a struggle. The Nuggets appear to be focusing their offensive strategy on a 2-man game with Jokic and Murray, which means Westbrook will likely see limited minutes alongside them. His inability to shoot from the perimeter positions him as an outsider in their offensive setup. Consequently, it's clear that Westbrook will take on the role of Jamal Murray's backup. While this may not be a transformative position, Jokic specifically requested his presence, understanding the unique contributions Westbrook can make despite the negative narrative surrounding him in recent years. Westbrook is a player who thrives on the court when given the chance. He plays with intensity and determination. Even as he ages, he remains a dynamic force, fully committed to driving to the basket, facilitating plays, and defending against rival guards. This is why it's logical for the Joker to want him on the roster. The Nuggets often struggle with a lethargic second unit, particularly when both Jokic and Murray are resting. Their role players tend to lack energy and competitiveness. However, with Russ bringing his veteran experience and competitive spirit, he will push that bench to elevate their game and match his intensity. The bench players need an authority to look up to when the stars are off the court, and that's where Russ comes into play. Nevertheless, there's a significant issue that needs addressing. The Nuggets struggle to find a suitable replacement for KCP's three-point shooting. While he may not be the best shooter in the league, KCP effectively stretched the floor, giving Jokic and Murray the freedom to orchestrate the offense. Christian Braun is expected to step in as the starting shooting guard, but he's been an average outside shooter since joining the league. A year ago, Reggie Jackson was able to deliver crucial three-pointers from the bench, while Westbrook has consistently struggled with his three-point shooting throughout his career. This raises concerns about how well Russ can adapt to a team that relies on players to complement Jokic's style. It's clear that the big Serbian thrives when surrounded by shooters, as it complicates defensive strategies against him in the paint. For instance, Serbia almost took down the United States in the Olympic semifinals thanks to the number of shooters supporting Jokic. However, aside from Murray and Michael Porter Jr., the Nuggets seem to lack players who can consistently convert open shots from Jokic's assists. Westbrook has always required the ball to be effective, as he's not been able to capitalize on open shot opportunities. To be effective, he demonstrated a willingness to adjust his game a year ago by taking fewer jump shots and concentrating more on solid defense. However, if he's playing alongside Jokic, he must learn to adapt even more. He faced challenges doing this while playing with LeBron James in Los Angeles, where he felt the need to handle the ball to contribute offensively. When he didn't have the ball, he struggled as a spot-up shooter. If his jump shot isn't reliable, his best role would be as a cutter when Jokic is positioned at the high post. The Golden State Warriors have successfully utilized guards who aren't strong outside shooters. For instance, Shaun Livingston was a reliable mid-range shooter and excelled at cutting to the basket. Similarly, Gary Payton II thrives in the dunker spot by learning to play off Curry and Green to get close to the rim. Westbrook can take cues from Livingston and Payton II, shifting his focus to becoming a cutter rather than a ball-dominant player. At this stage in his career, adaptability is crucial, especially since the best player in the world has advocated for him to join the team. However, this doesn't resolve the team's outside shooting issues, particularly with other players being inconsistent or poor shooters. Early in the season, the Denver Nuggets have been without their starting point guard Jamal Murray. Despite his absence, the Nuggets have won in the first 3 games without Jamal, raising their overall record to 5-3. In Murray's stead, 9-time NBA All-Star Russell Westbrook has taken on the starting role and has excelled. He averaged 18.3 points, 6.3 assists, and 5.0 rebounds in his 3 starts, while also delivering strong defensive performances. Since being elevated to the starting lineup, Westbrook has averaged 2.3 steals per game, which has been crucial to the Nuggets' winning streak. Nikola Jokić highlighted Westbrook's contributions, saying, "I just love his energy. When you're down, you know he's going to push back, push the pace. He's always going to bring the energy. He's playing well for us." Westbrook has settled into a groove within the starting lineup, prompting Denver to seek strategies for giving him more playing time with Jokic and the primary rotation players, even when Murray is back in action. Joker has proved one more time that he understands basketball better than others. The season start has officially proved that Russ has a new home and that the Nuggets will be contenders one more time.